a sec. Is this Feather?
This is Feather.
Oh my god, what table are we on?
We're on table 1.
Oh, wow.
So some of the new cards they added to Feather obviously show down the skulls as more of another way to keep drawing their cards.
How did I do that last time?
And they're playing. Just want to get the right waiting room because.
So the Selesnya combo had a bye in the first round and won the second game 2-1.
Yep.
And then he beat 5-color Niv-Mizzet, whereas the Boros Feather, Kilkai Canada was saying that he is
2-0 as well. Yep.
Yeah, he beat 5-color Niv and Elves. Wow, so we're playing against two 2-0 decks, technically. Both have 6 points. I'm pretty excited. Oh my god. AG Magic just subbed for 7 months in a row.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Mm-hmm. Thank you for the sub.
Oh my god, absolutely. That is so awesome of him.
I haven't subbed because I don't have my new credit card number up here.
Fish, I love you.
It's probably a good thing. If I could sub on Amazon, you'd be set.
Great. So it looks like Boros is on the play, which is huge. It's exactly what they want, but they have no lands. Well, they have one land.
One land.
Shadow of the Skulls is in his deck? Oh my
Yes,
god,
it
that's
is.
incredible. He's keeping a one-lander, boys.
Well, you have 2 Soul Scar Mages and a Reckless Rage. Yes, you definitely want to keep that anyway, so. Yeah, I'm having problems with Thaddeus pack because he has his music, or has the arena background on.
Yeah, at the bottom of
You can
the
mute them,
screen
eh?
in the corner, in
I
the
did.
bottom right corner, you just turn off the volume.
Oh yeah.
I've muted that, so.
So Boros is on the play. Soulscar Mage is getting in for 1. I'm telling you, having only 1 land is so risky against this deck. Selesnya has the ability to go above and beyond.
Well, there's a Reckless Rage right there.
Which is good, but
Oh, he has his webcam on even.
yeah, so he's streaming on Discord, which means that his following is on Discord as opposed to Twitch, which means he can
Yes.
also stream to any other platform at the same time.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
And
Yep.
and weird. I've never seen somebody in the Discord.
It's
Like,
kind of cool because
Yep.
on stream, not only do we get to see his deck, but we get to see him as well, which is, personally, I think that's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
It adds extra commentary. Arcanist here is a very good, especially when you have a Dreadhorde
Vitus
Arcanist.
one.
Not a Dreadhorde Arcanist. Reckless Rage in the deck, in the graveyard.
Now they can go. They're missing white mana,
Yes, they are.
so they cannot cast this both feathers in their hand, as well as the Fighters one.
Yep. Not having white access to white mana is definitely going to hurt them in the early turns. It's going to prevent them from... oh, this is not good either. It's going to prevent them from moving... not only moving the game forward, but the transforming it so that they can go over the top. I like how in historic they're keeping they're streamlining decks to 1 or 2 colors. I like that. Look at that, more white spells. This is so bad.
Yeah, they have a Coco in hand, so this game could end pretty much next turn.
All because you didn't have white mana.
Yeah.
That is very unfortunate. And he's choosing not to play Coco. So he's... I don't think that was a mistake, but I think he could have ended the game quicker with a Coco in hand.
No. As soon as they play the Oak, the game is over. And they realize that.
Wow, that was really quick. We gotta get us all lined up, sweet and salty.
I'm already good.
You're already good. Well, it's because you're amazing.
Yes. Deck and Stone definitely would be. Justice Strike, definitely another good card in the matchup there. Containment Priest, not so much.
Game 2, yeah.
I think Containment Priest is more for the Cocos.
Yeah.
Like seeing their Containment Priest would probably be more for the Cocos. Fragmentize could be another option to Artifact or Enchantment. Because they're hitting the Hulioid. Because it's not a creature, it's still an enchantment.
Right. But
So
isn't the
Fragmentize
enchantment indestructible?
No. Because if it has a devotion, if it has more devotion, then becomes a. Isn't a creature if the devotion's less than 5.
All right.
So you can still target it, but as soon as it hits devotion of 5, then it becomes indestructible.
I'm loving that he's streaming himself in this. This is so cool.
Mm-hmm. Plus, also, it gives it another option to say for if you're like a little bit of a bigger streamer and if you want to say exclusive events on their Discord.
Mm-hmm.
So you can see the entire matchup. Here's what we're playing. Here's what we're thinking of. Blah, 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 blah. So
Selesnya combo, Boros, and 5-color Nip Mizzet are all 3-0 decks. That's crazy.
Or 2-0 decks, yes.
2-0 decks, yes. Thank you very much, because we're in the 3rd round. I got excited.
Well, there was Just Guy Creativity deck, but I don't know what the standings are for that one is. Yeah, they're 2-0-2 still.
All right. This is a better start. He has more lands, which is good.
Yep. There's a Legionnaire. That's a good creature to have. That's going to start growing very shortly here.
Mm-hmm. Can you message the guy who's got his face in the... Is that...
Adios?
Yeah. Can you message him and tell him to go back to his arena skiing? He's on live.
Oh, yeah.
He's showing some sort of graph.
Oh, yeah.
Is he in the middle of playing?
Yeah.
Yes. And they're showing... oh,
It's probably showing who's following
Yeah.
something.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
yeah, that's what it was. It was just more for stocks.
Thanks.
But I will let him know that we are watching.
Yes, that would be great.
All right, a God Dwelling at the ready.
10th District Legionnaire. I remember playing with this card in Standard.
Yep. I think the Innkeeper is going to come in, or the Dancer, which is going to get Reckless Raged.
Oh, for sure. This is a way better position for Boros aggro. Like, they can go Shadow the Skulls on the next turn. Like, that's
Yes.
crazy.
Reckless Rage, yeah, Reckless Rage the Innkeeper. if they wanted to, but the problem may be we wait for a bigger target, or
Maybe.
wait for a if they can draw into a feather, they can actually play feather and then go to town. Well, there's a second Reckless Rage.
I would still go Shadow of the Skulls at this point. You just want to draw more cards.
Yep. You're gonna apply more pressure here.
Yeah, for
Have to
sure.
jump.
Yeah.
Which you know what you're okay with.
So it looks like Selesnya is trying to decide if they want to cast a God's Willing. But in response, he's got 2 Reckless Rages. So I don't really think he's going to be afraid of this God's Willing.
No.
And he's just going to let it die.
Yep.
Yeah.
But I think it's just more of do they have a if they have a 4th land, they could probably play the Valkyrie. Last time I checked. Yeah, the Skyclave Operation, which is actually going to God's Willing that pro white. Well, Justice Drake was an option, but pro white. Smashing to the bottom. Don't. All right, they're considering keeping the smashing. I think you just go ahead, tack in for 5 here.
Sorry, I had to take off my sweater.
Oh, yes. Yep, tack for 5.
I'm signed in to your Twitch over here.
Okay, so sign up. I didn't know that.
So we're both
Well,
signed
it's-
into yours?
I guess.
Showdown. Well, those are options.
Those are a lot of options.
A lot of scary options.
Deck and Stone is nice. Because
Yes.
they can Deck and Stone and then in response Reckless Rage.
Mm-hmm.
With a God's Willing.
Or Reckless Rage, Reckless Rage, Reckless Rage.
Yep. In
you wanna
response, in
fight it?
response, in response.
Yes.
God's Willing,
No.
though, is, I mean, like, it's because he has enough things in his hand to play around it, it's fine, but, like, God's Willing in these decks can prove to be very powerful.
All right. Veteran. That's a Soul Sister. That's step 1.
Good card.
3 cards left in hand. Valkyrie. That is going to be a Reckless Rage target.
Oh, it has to be.
Do you Reckless Rage now? You would have to.
Interesting.
Oh, but you get to put a target, so they got a Deck and Stone. The Soul Sister. Put a counter on Legionnaire.
I love
Excellent.
Shadow of the Skulls in this deck.
Yep. And then in response, they're going to. I would almost get rid of the Valkyrie. They're going to let it resolve. Reckless Rage.
The Valkyrie. Now,
The Valkyrie. Yeah.
does he play the God's Willing at this point?
And if they have a response, then.
He's going to go for it.
Yep. And if they have a response, which they do, they'll Reckless Rage again.
Yeah.
Counter, counter.
He's got one
Double
more,
two
so
counter-
he could
two
almost.
counters.
Yeah, he could almost end this game this turn.
Yep. 6.
He's just looking for more spells at this
10.
point.
Oh, you can actually, yeah, you can Reckless Rage one more time here and you get the game.
Exactly.
Yep.
Yeah, that's game.
Reckless Rage.
Yeah. That was game 2. Holy smokes. That was crazy. Round 3, game 2 goes to Boros Aggro.
Feather.
Yeah.
Feather. There's the
Feather.
difference.
Going into game 3.
So looking at sideboards for Selesnya combo, Rest in Peace and Soul Guide's Lantern could be an option.
I like
Is
Soul
it-
Guide Lantern.
Yeah. God's Willing, yes, they probably brought in all their lanterns. Jade Judgment and Wrath of God could be an option too, just to board out the boards. For Boros Feather, they are not bringing in the Fragmentizes. That's very interesting, but they are bringing the Wizard's Lightnings. Or they kept the Wizard's Lightnings. But Stone and definitely Clarion could be another way to... I would almost bring in the Fragmentize, but mind you, it's only for really one creature. So, should be a good game 3 here. So,
Yeah, for sure.
of course, if you are watching this in the chat, we are doing a giveaway for arena codes for Innistrad Midnight Hunt.
Thank you very
All
much.
you have to do is if you are a follower of the channel, just type in BO3 in the chat. We'll receive 1 ticket if you are a subscriber, and if you're not subscribed, by all means, subscribe to the channel. That's how they keep the lights on and help support the channel. You'll get 2 entries into the draw. And the draw will be taking place at the end of this round.
The subs just allow us to do more for the channel, for the
Yes.
community. It's kind of the way I picture it in my head.
Help keep the lights on.
The lights are always going to be on. Unless there's a power outage.
Don't tempt
Fate.
fate.
Yeah, that would suck.
Or else we're going to have a showdown of the skulls that he has in his hand.
No red mana, though.
No red mana, but there's a Containment Priest. And
good
a couple of
against,
Reckless Rages.
Good against Company.
Yeah, but I think the Mole is... this hand is a little better. You do have a Soulscar Mages. You do have a Wizard's Lightning, which you can cast on turn 2. And a Tenth Legionnaire and a God's Willing. This is probably a keepable hand. And maybe you would have to hope that you can rip a second land off the top.
Oh, you definitely need a second land. Oh, wow.
Wow.
Oh, again. He's going down to 5.
Okay, that's much better. You have... I think for those lands you need... and Clarion is probably what they were hoping to have in hand. I think for those Boros decks you need 2... Yeah, I think you need like 2 lands, a creature, and a couple of spells to get the party started. Hello,
that makes
Feather,
sense.
my old friend.
Yeah.
And you could Defiant Strike their creature, the draw card.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
That's an option.
But it looks like they have all their land.
Yes.
So I can't really see them.
No, but I think they're gonna go probably land go.
Yeah.
They could Defiant Strike a creature at the end of end step.
Draw a card.
Exactly. That's a Helioid. That's a problem.
Oh, it's a problem because of all the life it gains.
Yes, you take 1, pass the turn. Containment Priest. Okay, so I think you just Clarion here. Or ooh.
Wow.
Okay. Mind you, they're probably waiting for the Coco. If this is going to be the Coco turn, they do have Priest up.
Smart play.
Yes. So it's either wipe the board, and if they had Coco, so be it. If they... So Innkeeper, yes, Innkeeper does resolve. But I think they want to try to overextend their...
They're not going to be able to Clarion the next turn.
Now they won't. Yes.
Yeah. which is unfortunate. So they played around the priest that they didn't know about, but they still played around it, and now they're going to go taller than Clarion, which is
Yes.
also unfortunate.
So you attack for 1, take the damage. Priest will just be a straight up blocker.
Nope, not anymore.
Well, it's now it's just a straight up blocker.
For
You do have a
chumping
feather.
that,
Which pretty much you can just Defiant Strike, draw a card, bounce the bounce it back to your hand.
Mhm.
So
company here, what are you looking for?
at this point, if you can get the squirrel, you're pretty much game. And they get the oak squirrel, then pretty much that's game.
Yeah, especially with no removals in hand.
Yep. Because you have an innkeeper, which is one of your soul sisters.
Yeah.
Then you have 2 more soul sisters.
Look at all those triggers.
Yep. Trigger, 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 trigger. Where was this? Where was these triggers on my phone when it was minus something in the wintertime?
I don't even think he can, like, if he Define Strikes here, which
The
I
draw
think he's,
card.
he's gonna have to, but like, does he chump block with Feather?
No. You don't.
God's willing, that's what he needed.
Yep. It's a start.
Yeah, it's not gonna. Yeah,
It's
because
a
at
scry
least.
effect.
Yeah,
Yep.
well, that and he'll be able to chump block more effectively.
Yes. But now they do the stop on their upkeep, so they can Divine Strike to draw a card, so that they can still get the Divine Strike at the end of their turn.
Smart.
So they get a Sacred Foundry. Now they can draw a card. They get another.
2 lands off the top. That is
Yep.
horrible.
Yes, Horib. And they can't even do
Clarion?
different Clarion
Yeah.
because. And they're at 37 life.
Oh my god.
So. At this point, they're just letting, like, basically they'll get the Defiant Strike and the God's Willing back to their hand.
It's not enough,
So
though.
it'll block one of the 6/6s. It'll block one of the 6/8. The name white or per white or green, so they can protect so they can get rid of the innkeeper. But I would almost say with the Valkyrie. Problem is that they could just go swing with everything and they win.
Pretty much.
That's game.
Boros is going to go down for the first time in the tournament.
Yep.
Congratulations to Selaznia Company. In round number 3.